Well, we did it again. In a move that I'm okay with, the Detroit Lions bring back a fan favorite. You see him on the thumbnail. You see the banner. Dan Skipper is back for another 1-year deal. The swing tackle that really came alive in the 2024 NFL season, catching touchdown passes, filling in for hurt players. Dan Skipper can do it all. You might remember him throwing up in the trash can at one of the games that he had to go out there and start. Took a lot out of him. Dan Skipper, man, I remember. So this guy, I don't know why ESPN doesn't have any stats on him, which is kind of raggedy, but this guy has been in and out of Detroit, other teams. And very specifically, I remember, even last year we talked about this. It was heading into the 2023 season. He was with the Indianapolis Colts. He was on their practice squad, I believe. They cut him, or we went to go snag him off their practice squad. It was something like that. And he's been with the Detroit Lions ever since. Dan Skipper, I mean, a move that it was hard for him to make a roster. And now he has made the Detroit Lions roster, or made the roster and then made the 53 and then was re-signed for a 1-year deal. We know how Brad loves the 1-year deals, and he is going to be around for another year. So congratulations to Dan Skipper. Before we go any further, I want to show you what a little bit about how it was like for when the Detroit Lions began free agency. Check this out. And that's a little bit of how free agency was earlier today for the Detroit Lions. You know, I got to have a little bit of fun. While the Detroit Lions didn't do much, there are other teams around the NFL that are making moves. And I just made a video about the pass rush and the best of the rest. And while I didn't think that this guy was in that category, somebody thought he did. I wanted just to bring this up because from me talking about him to other people talking about him, this is another pass rusher coming off the market that honestly I didn't want anyway. Chase Young signed a massive deal with the Saints to stay a Saint. 3 years, $51 million. I believe it's like up to 50. It's something ludicrous. This is insane. $51 million. If that is what the pass rusher market consists of, then I have no hope for the Detroit Lions. I'm totally expecting a 1-year deal for if the Detroit Lions were to bring in anybody. Now, off the top of my head, and again, we're going to keep talking about this until there's nothing else to talk about. Off the top of my head, you've got guys like Uche. You've got Fowler, who I think is released. We have Jonathan Allen, who met with the Minnesota Vikings today. So there's a handful. There's still a decent amount of pass rushers that the Detroit Lions could get. At this point, we're not going to get that game changer on the line in free agency, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. I really am. Marcus Davenport, I have zero faith in him. If you believe in Marcus Davenport, I'm going to implore you, go watch the press conference from today. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen. There is no confidence. It's sad. It doesn't give you the confidence that he believes that he can. It's literally about him staying healthy. I don't know if he believes that he can stay healthy. As a matter of fact, he said that what the player did to injure him wasn't even a dirty play. He said he had to get him off him, and he made a play. And I'm just like, wow. So that tells me that you must be injury prone. Go check it out if you haven't already. Come back to this video and tell me what you think. So there's a couple guys. Bosa is still out there. I think Bosa now is going to be on the top of the list. You have Matthew Judon. There's a couple of guys that you can get. And at this point, whatever we get is going to be second tier, second rate. There's no more first. The first wave of free agency is over. There's no more first tier players. It will be a second tier type of thing. I'm very, very, very anxious to see what the Detroit Lions are going to do, because I'm going to promise you this. If the Detroit Lions do not get better on this defensive line, we will not make a Super Bowl, or we won't win a Super Bowl. I have been believing that for the past 2 seasons, and I believe it more than ever now. So let me know about what do you think about Dan Skipper and the signing. I like it. Here was the Detroit Lions free agency thus far. I'm gonna try to top off the dome, or off the top of the dome. There it is. Let me see if I can come up with it. First thing we did was we said that we were going to officially release Jalen Reeves-Maybin the start of the new league year. That has not become official yet. Then we decided to bring back Anthony Pittman and Ezekiel Turner to 1-year deals. We extend Derek Barnes, 3-year deal. We bring back Marcus Davenport, 1-year deal. We wind up cutting Zadarius Smith. We wind up signing Dan Skipper. We let Carlton Davis walk, 3-year deal, $60 million, $44 guaranteed. We brought in DJ Reed after a little bit of confusion, 48, 3-year deal for $32 million guaranteed, which now DJ Reed becomes the highest paid free agent player that Brad Holmes has signed. We have not signed a free agent with that. I think the highest up to that point was Cam Sutton, which was 3 years, $33 million. I want to say that DJ Reed is also the second player in free agency to get a 3-year deal. No, he's the third. It was Cam Sutton, David Montgomery, and then it was now DJ Reed. Even DJ Reader. So we got a DJ Reed and a DJ Reader, and they're both on defense. Yeah, those are the 3 players that we signed in free agency. What I mean by that is they've never played for our team before. So Cam Sutton was not Alexander Zaloni. He was on a team brought here from that other team, 3-year deal. David Montgomery on another team brought here, 3-year deal. And now DJ Reed, 3-year deal brought from another team. Very curious to see how this thing is going to go for the rest of free agency. If you're watching this on Monday night, we will be live tomorrow. I don't know what time the coverage is going to start tomorrow. We could start as early or as late as, I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe we get on at the same time, maybe about noonish, and see what's happening there. All right. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You can be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. All right. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I'm going to leave you a little bit of what it looks like again for Brad Holmes and free agency.